For as long as I can remember, I've really loved my life. Even from what I can't remember myself, I'm always reminded of what an optimistic little girl I was. The smallest things in life have always been easy for me to enjoy. It seems after my freshman year of high school is when things really changed for me. I dealt with a rough bout of mono and never really bounced back. Some days it was worse than others in the beginning, but it progressed quickly, and eventually it was an everyday battle. Trying to find some ounce of strength to get out of bed in the morning was hard, and dealing with losing interest in everything I'd grown to love was the hardest. All of the people who cared the most about me were only able to watch as I went downhill, and hope that the people who could do anything at all would soon know what to do. I can't even begin to guess how much blood has been drawn from my veins and tested for every which likely or unlikely cause for my sickness. And each time the results came back the same, inconclusive. The handful of doctors didn't know, and neither did anyone else. I remember trying to feel brave because I knew my family was scared. I know they did the same thing for me though. My fear grew to its highest when I was forced to drop out of high school the second semester of my junior year, because I couldn't believe how controlling this was of me. In the beginning of 2011, I was finally referred to a specialist, a gastroenterologist at Children's Hospital. She discussed a few things she wanted to test for, and specifically the most serious possibilities first. The MRCP was negative for primary sclerosing cholangitis, a disease that would have resulted in an automatic liver transplant, and in turn, a shorter life. A liver biopsy procedure was the next step, and also the most nerve-wracking. Although the procedure is done often, I hated thinking about what was going to happen. Not only during the procedure, but also after. The surgery was quick, and so was the recovery, and I'm thankful for that. But a week of waiting for results was excruciating. And when I finally received that phone call, my life was in for a big change. I was diagnosed with a rare genetic condition called Wilson's disease, one of the several dozen I remembered reading about when trying to diagnose myself. And in the shortest terms, for as long as I've been alive, my body was never able to metabolize copper from any of the food or water I've consumed over my entire life. The copper was building in my liver, and I was slowly being poisoned to death. Although Wilson's disease is not curable, it is treatable, and the quality of life for anyone diagnosed as early as I was is very promising. Despite a few changes, including lifelong medication and some dietary adjustments, my life is as normal as the next person's, and more so now than ever, I can feel myself becoming more optimistic about life, just the way that I used to be. I'm relearning to be passionate about the things I was before and new things. Many could argue that this is more of a reason to be bitter, but I could argue just the opposite. I am alive, and I'm going to be for a long time, and I feel myself healing every single day. My life will never be the same, but it's going to be better than it ever has been before. And I know now for sure that everything happens for a reason.